Hey everybody, welcome to another video from Shoot to Kill Outdoors. Today we're going to be doing some bluegill skinning or filleting, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to show a few different ways of how to do it. You can leave the skin on, you can take it off, you can fillet the fish, you can eat it whole. So I'm going to show a few ways how to do it, and hopefully at the end of the video we'll get to see a tasty meal out of it. I'm going to make a lunch and see what we can come up with. But really, the only thing you really need is a good sharp fillet knife. I'm going to use a electric fillet knife today, but any fillet knife will work. To get it scaled real easy, use a tablespoon, and I'll show you how to do that in this video. And that's about it. The only other thing would be a deep fryer, or if you're going to pan fry it, use like an iron skillet or just a regular pan. So other thing would be make a batter up. If you don't have a batter, you can buy them pre-made from the store. I usually make my own, so it comes out pretty good. It's real nice and fluffy. It's nothing heavy like a dip batter where they take the whole piece of meat and dip it in, or a beer batter, nothing like that. It's not super thick. I like mine light and crispy and fluffy, and that's what my batter comes out to be. So we're going to do that with these fish I caught the other day. I caught about 20 bluegill. So I'm going to go ahead and just skin a few of them, show you the ways that I do it and how you can do it, and it's real super easy and simple. So let's get to it. So a good tip when cleaning these, if you're going to scale the scales off the skin of the bluegill, you might want to do it in like a sink if you're going to do it inside, because these things fly everywhere. And another thing, if you didn't clean the fish the day you got them, probably the best thing would be to do is rinse them off. But that's what we're going to do now. Some fish, depends on where you get them from, but I think bluegills and most fish are slimy. So we're going to go ahead and try to get some of that stuff off. Just rinse it off real good. Then we're going to take our tablespoon and scale the fish, and I'm going to do this one whole, which is the easiest way of doing it. Cooking it whole, and you just pull the bones out as you're eating, and I'll show you how to do that too. It's pretty simple. So clean this fish up. Alright, we're going to start scaling this thing. You just take your spoon and hold it in one hand and just break it up, and these scales start popping off real super easy. And they're already flying everywhere. You can't really keep them detained, but it's all right. Alright, now that the scales are off, we just take our knife and cut the head. Now what you do is you can go behind this fin right here, go up behind the ear, just cut it down. There's a lot of little bones in here, but you just cut the head right in two, cut it right off. Okay, now take the fish, grab it like that, run your knife on the inside of the belly all the way down about the fin. About right there. Spread it open. Get your finger in there and just pull all that stuff out. You don't want all that nasty stuff in your fish. Make sure it's all good and cleaned out. Now we're going to turn the water back on. Alright guys, this is a whole piece of fish right here that's ready to be battered up and put in the deep fryer. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the other style of filleting, or bluegill cutting, and I'll get right back with you. Alright guys, I'm back here with another fish. I'm going to scale one side with the spoon, but I'm going to fillet this whole fish, both sides, and I'm going to have one fillet with the skin on, scaled, and the other fillet with the skin off, and see how it tastes, see if there's a big difference. So stick with us here. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and take my electric fillet knife here and cut this fish. Get this behind the gill here. Get behind the ear. I'll just cut down on it. Now you don't want to go too far. Sit there and stick your knife in sideways. Run along that backbone. I'm going to turn around this way. Get in there again. Okay. Now I'm going to bend my knife blade so you can get all this meat up like that, and you tilt it up a little bit. Alright, so what we have here is a piece of fillet with the skin on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that out, that rib cage, because you don't want to eat the rib cage, it's all bones. So you take your fillet knife, get it on the edge of that bone right there. And you sit there and cut them out. These fish aren't that big, but they still eat good. Okay. Now, here's your small fillets with the skin on. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cut the other side of the fish with the skin on, scales on, everything. I'm going to go ahead and pull the skin off once I get this filleted. Still getting used to this electric knife, but it's alright. That's one piece of meat right there. We're going to cut out. I'm going to use a regular knife for this, make it quick. Cut out these bones. What you got to do is you got to cut around these rib cages, or you'll leave them in there and eat little pin needle bones. And I've done it before. I mean, it ain't bad to eat, but I don't eat the bones. Okay. Now, this piece right here has the skin on. We're going to go ahead and fillet it. Now, another tip here to use is a fork. That way, this don't slide around on you. You just keep grabbing it. There you go. It's a piece of boneless bluegill. It's a lot of work for a little fish, but they're fun to catch and they're good to eat. So, alright guys, well, the next part's going to be cooking, so I'm going to go ahead and get the deep fryer ready. Stay tuned with us. So here's what the fish look like battered up. There's some small pieces underneath those big pieces. And it's, like I said, it's just like a light, crisp and fluffy batter, and it turns out great. So I'm going to go ahead and drop these in, and we'll give them a few minutes. And I'll get back with you here in a minute. Once they get done, I'm going to show you how to eat the ones that have the bones in them. So stay tuned for that. So the fish are done. I'm getting ready to kick back here in my recliner and eat my lunch here. And so I want to show you guys how to eat these fish like this. These are good to eat as is. You don't have to do anything to them. Boneless. A few pieces of the skin on, which is great. I just had a little bite, and believe me, the flavor is all there. But on these, all you do is grab a hold of the fin there, and it should pull right out if you fried it long enough, which, look at it, it does. Just pulls right out of there. All you gotta do is rip that one off, and all that in there is just meat. And then there inside here, see, these got lightly breaded. What happened was it all got in there and just fried up real nice and good, and same happened to this one. So I'm going to go ahead and enjoy my lunch here. You guys have a nice day. Thanks for checking our videos. Hopefully we'll see you on the next one.
As always, we appreciate you watching our videos. Be sure to give us a thumbs up if you like what you see. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned in for more videos on the way. We'll catch you guys later.